Hello, Muster0063 back for I Want to Be the Sublime Part 18, and I'm back by myself to take on Path 4, but just before we get into it, I did say numerous times that Path 3 was going to be a complete and total bitch, and well, yeah, it took 12 videos to complete, and in comparison I beat Paths 1 and 2 combined in just 5 videos. So yeah, that's kind of an indication of just how nightmarish Path 3 can be. But that's all I want to say about Path 3, for now anyway. Let's kick off Path 4. And good, I made it up there, first go. So, Path 4 is hopefully going to be a bit more relaxing. This jump here is really annoying and probably going to take me a while, so I'll kind of try that a few times while I kind of... Really? Really? Wow. Okay, fine. Since we've managed to do that, do that so quickly, let's discuss this room. There is an eye block up the top there, and I need to get the spike out of the way. And I wanted to be really, really careful that I didn't jump too high and hit the spikes when doing so, because, like I said, I do hate this jump. I can't believe... Wow, no. Something weird is going on. I can't quite believe that. Anyway, yeah, let's be super duper careful this time. I need to shoot the spike. The best position to do that is kind of close to the spike, so that I can probably get the maximum amount of height that I really want to, and still be able to shoot kind of reasonably close to the spike. But yeah, obviously as you see me now screw up twice, which is really irritating, is actually jumping too high and hitting, getting hit on the spike. So yeah, it's a bit of a, well, as you've seen, it can be a bit of a tricky thing. Not as tricky as this jump, which, yeah, despite 2 successful attempts in the space of a minute, don't let that fool you. This jump is kind of a pain. And I'm not going to proclaim it to be anything like Boss 3, where this could take an hour and a half to do, but yeah, as you can hopefully kind of see, this is a bit of a pain. I kind of feel like I need to single jump through both the kind of the spikes, or both of the gap spikes, and then kind of double jump through to the end. In theory, I guess it's possible to, drop down in between the first spike and the second spike, and then do a tiny hop in between the second gate jump, if you will. But I really don't like doing it that way. I much prefer to do, the single jump kind of almost through both, and then just get the double jump through the gate jump, having pretty much cleared both with the first single jump. See what I mean about this jump? Why could I not have done that the first 2 times? Would have been really... or either of the first 2. I don't know why I needed to screw up twice on getting the eye block. But, yeah. Hooray! Right. Let's get somewhat in the middle of these 2 spikes. Yes, I'm happy with that position. And I'm going to probably be even more try and be even more cautious now. I'm trying to obviously shoot at the height of my jump, so that the shot will go high enough to hit the spike. Thank you. Thought it might have crashed there. Oh, and no noise. Oh well. Anyway, you can clearly see the eye block's got, so that's the end of that. Yeah, what I was doing there was obviously positioning myself in between these 2 spikes as close as I could to not dying and shooting in order to hit the spike out of the way. But yeah, anyway, still didn't take all that long, so brilliant. And let me just point this out right now. Yeah, I did it before anyway, but let me just again show off. You cannot cheat this section by going over the top of Ren down there. So with that out of the way, actually I'm going to I'm going to save.
I'm the keeper of the cheese, and you're the lemon merchant. Get it?
I'm going to get the audio for that once as a demonstration. But yeah, I'm going to save on the way down, just so that I can get a little bit further through this section. which is basically, well, Ren and Stimpy, as you can kind of see. Effectively, it's a game of chicken, which I've done pretty quickly. I'll explain it a bit more here since he's already dead, and I don't like that section because it can take ages. I don't know whether Liam's actually made that slightly more lenient. Basically, when Ren turns around, if you are moving in any way in the middle of a jump or pressing right to get further, then Stimpy will fly up and kill you. You need to be absolutely stationary when Ren turns round. So it's a game of chicken about how far you want to test your patience or his patience in terms of progressing before obviously him turning around. He can turn around at a moment's notice, so and if you are moving, then you are stuffed. So yeah, it's a typical game of chicken, but it can be kind of annoying. And I'm pleased that was done so quickly. When you get to a certain point, as you obviously saw, the spikes over at the top right hand side come down and kill Ren. So yeah, that's how you do that. And I'm really hoping that I can hit the save in this next screen before I die. Like that. There is a target here, as you can kind of see. I'll muck around at the beginning for a moment and just kind of yeah, play it out. Well, there you are. You saw it a bit more anyway. Yeah, that target is, as far as I can tell. Oh, there was a little icon. I'm going to test something. Oh, I can go back now. That's very interesting. You might notice there is a what looks like a toilet roll. On the right hand side that's kind of juttering up and down. That is a secret, a bit of a clue, again, a bit like the question mark block in Path 1. But it disappeared when you die. And what was really good about Path 1 was I could go back a screen and just reset it and have it done. I was not aware in previous versions. I might have to check. Really? Thanks, Stimpy. Thanks, Ren and Stimpy. I might have to check in earlier versions, actually, on whether or not you could go back out of this room, because I swear that you couldn't. And obviously that meant that you would have to do this first go and get that clue. But now that I can go back, I can probably, for the first time, actually see whether I can get this clue. So yeah, bear with me. I will be kind of going back and forth. I do know what it says anyway. Liam was nice enough to tell me what it said, just for the purpose of this Let's Play, as such. But since I can actually able to get it now, I'm going to do it this way. This screen has a very interesting gimmick, or this target is very interesting. I'm probably not going to describe it in the best possible way, but at least in lay terms, how I believe it kind of works is that the target tries to predict where it thinks you are going to position yourself next on screen. It kind of, as you can kind of see, it kind of sticks around and then picks another spot on screen. It tries, based on the layout, obviously, of the screen and whatnot, where it believes you are most likely to position yourself next. Hence why I'm kind of trying to bob and weave back and left and right a bit and not just go straight for the exit because, well, it actually kind of, because it is kind of automated or computerized, if it were a human controlling it, then effectively all you'd probably have to do is, when I'm in the middle of or about to approach a gate jump, all you'd have to do is stick the target bang in the middle of that gate jump and I would be pretty much screwed. So, in some ways, all I'm really trying to do is trick the fact that it's not human controlled, but it is computer controlled. Thank you. I really don't need to be screwed over by Ren and Stimpy, having got past them. But oh well. Yeah, the odd death also. I'm not too bothered. But yeah, I'm effectively trying to trick the target by bobbing and weaving left and right and making it think that I'm not going where it thinks I should be going, basically. As you can kind of see here, there are a couple of spike triggers up there, which make it a little bit more awkward because I can't just simply run, all the way to the right as far as I want. The spikes actually here are very interesting from the point of view that you may have noticed. May not, but that's fine, I'll point it out. That the spikes trigger at different speeds, and that seems to be completely random. Not to the point where the spikes, each one triggers at separate speeds on the screen, but that each spike separately depending on the randomness or whatever, will also trigger. Damn you! Will also trigger at a different speed. So the first spike, for instance, may trigger really quickly. It may drop down really quickly. It may drop down rather slowly. Of course, I don't want to take the chance that it's going to fall down really quickly, like the second one there you saw. So I'm kind of holding back to the left, and obviously trying to fake out the trigger. But come on now. Really? 2 in a row? Look, like I said, the Ren and Stimpy bit can be kind of annoying because you see, even there, even this close to the exit, he's actually supposedly turning round while I'm in the course of moving. And even in that little tiny area, just to get back onto this screen, is still sufficient. There's still sufficient time for him to turn round and have Stimpy kill me. Oh, come on. As for actually, blimey, getting to the toilet paper and through the 2 gate jumps, this section, that was really dumb, does actually look nastier than it is. If you look to the area, obviously just to the left of the toilet paper, and you can see you've got the 2 gate jumps there, it might be, or you might think you'd have to clear them all in one movement, and that is very, very tricky. But as you probably, or as you would have seen, because I did get there at least once, I think only once, and I'm very disappointed by that after however long doing this, but if I can get there again, yes, there is a block obviously to the left there, so before I fall into the slime or whatever. So yeah, you don't have to make the gate jump all in one movement, you can get through. And there you go, that's my first time actually getting the toilet paper. And there's the little thing, Futon Lick Cell. Now, can I go far? Over to the right to not have to worry about the damn trigger getting me, or the damn target getting me. But anyway, I got the secret, so we can just progress with the screen a little bit quicker now. I don't have to keep going back off the screen. We can do things a bit better now. I am slightly disappointed that the target did not go away. I don't quite know exactly how far over to the right I have to go before it disappears, but I thought it was a lot less further over than that. Ow. So the target can, obviously if you're in the middle of a jump and it accurately predicts, or is able to accurately predict where you're going to land, then frankly there's not much you can do about it. Again here, once I've made this jump and I've, approaching the next gate jump, with almost absolute certainty, I'm going to be heading for, the grey block that's going to appear. If the target positioned itself dead on that, which it did there really, then there's not much I can do about it. I'm either going to hit the target or go into the slime. And I keep making it through the jump, and the target keeps not going away. Why not? This is made a little bit more difficult, of course, by the fact that I'm playing on hard mode, and there is no wuss save. That's actually on that kind of staircase area to the right, where there isn't a spike. So I would have been fine. It's actually one further or 2 further steps down from where I landed there, but still, I believe I made it that far at least once. So I would have been fine and clear on medium mode, but no. And the sooner I can get by this target bit, the better. And the sooner I can get by the rest of it without screwing up, the better as well. But unfortunately, the next bit is not necessarily all that straightforward. There's a couple of one intricate jump that I'm not especially keen on, but oh come on! And a really tense bit where you can see down there with the platforms. Not all that difficult, to be honest, but just really tense when having to kind of keep doing this over and over again. As I say, the target is just something that I can't really predict. I know that's kind of seems almost silly to the point of view that I should kind of think, oh well, wherever I think I'm going to go, that's likely where the target is going to appear. So I should bob and weave and duck and dive and whatnot. But easier said than done. And this is already starting to get a tad annoying. Now, can I get far? If I had not screwed up my jump, I think that would have been okay, but I walked off the edge of the platform, failed to get my double jump, and landed on a spike. Terrific. I'm really hoping I do the next... Come on, go away, thank you. Right. Okay, so having got by that finally, this is the area. This is the next area, and I don't like that in-between jump there when you drop down, but it's done. Fine. Now we just need to be kind of intricate with a couple more gate kind of jumps, and yeah, that didn't work out how I'd liked. Again, there's nothing really all that difficult about that. It's just kind of nervy. With, you know, obviously the platforms over the slime and whatnot. That target is, I assume it's the block I'm kind of standing on, you know, we're standing on there with the wuss save, but it still seems to be floating around, even though I'm going to wait another cycle for the platform to be in a better position. But yeah, it still seems to be floating around, just to, you know, even until I went further over the right. Anyway, this bit is made slightly easier actually by the fact I am playing this on hard mode, because on medium mode, if I'd screwed this up, and or I'd saved, I'd not done this first go, then the two spikes that triggered up at the top would be back, and they would now trigger. Obviously, doing it on hard mode, I'm having to do this all in one go. They are not there, which is very helpful. But if you screw up on the gate jumps, then who the hell cares about the spikes? But yeah, these two. You can obviously see, if you look down now as well, where they would trigger. So yeah, that's something else you would have to worry about. Bloody target. Although I got hit by the spike, I was concerned by the target there. Yeah, it does seem to be okay when I land on this platform then. Bugger, I hate that jump, and I did fine with it the first two times, which is actually pretty good. Oh, come on. Yeah, not happy about screwing up on... Not the final jump, I still would have had to have made one last gate jump. There are an annoying number of gate jumps in this section. But yeah. Come on. I do like the cheese kind of background. Very nice. Right, yeah, okay, fine. As soon as I land on this block, the target goes away. Right, good. Let's hope we don't screw this up. These platforms are kind of differently set because, you know, they are... There's a different distance they have to travel, so by just waiting a bit of time, I can kind of wait until they sync up just, you know, a little bit nicer. Please don't screw up the final jump. Good! And I hit the save. Now, I believe the intention was you are supposed to jump through that gate jump and jump back on the platform before Cutman from Mega Man Powered Up, my favourite game of all time, springs up. But as you can see there, you can somewhat cheese the section by jumping through and hitting the save before Cutman rises up. That's probably long enough for a video, actually. I was going to just end this video with the apology for my complete lack of recognition of the serve bot from Mega Man Legends during Part 3. I am a huge Mega Man fan, but Mega Man Legends is just a game I've never played, don't really know anything about. I obviously know it exists and whatnot, but I haven't really seen any footage from things. So that was kind of back in Part 3 where I was kind of like, seems kind of familiar, but really not. So yeah, despite being such a huge Mega Man fan, I don't really know anything about Mega Man Legends, and yeah, my apologies for not getting that reference. But yeah, anyway, Cutman is... Cutman I do recognise. Standard Robot Master from Mega Man 1. That was the powered up version, and yeah, I love that game. Probably my favourite of all time. But yeah, anyway, enough with the Mega Man references. That'll be the end of this part. And we've got one thing left to do in the cheese room. So yeah, I'll say that for next time, and hope to see you then. Cheerio.